Shalom, family. Yes, this is your brother Dana, and I'm still here in Chicago, but I'm coming to you from a place in one love. And like I said, these videos are just for me to share my heart with you, and I hope that it is a blessing. As you begin to see more and more individuals before you on the One Love platform, my One Love family, I want to share this with you, that you will always know that One Love is a movement of people where we want to create a place of refuge for all of us as family. A place of refuge, understanding that we will never know it all, but we desire to seek all we can in how to live our lives and how to purify our hearts that will glorify the Most High Yah, as we follow the pattern and the example of Yeshua HaMashiach, our Savior. And so, as different individuals may come before you here on the One Love Network, I want you to know that this is what we stand on. 1 Corinthians 13, though I speak with the tongues of men and of angels, but have not love, I become sounding brass and a clanging cymbal. And though I have the gift of prophecy and understanding of all mysteries and knowledge, and though I have all faith, so that I could remove mountains, but have not love, I am nothing. And though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, and though I give my very body to be burned, but have not love, it profits me nothing. So I want you to know that you are not alone, even as Brother Chris has been doing some teachings out of the Aquarian Gospels. You're not alone if you also feel sometimes fear because of what we've been taught all of our lives or all of our walk in Christianity. And to come out of that thinking, to come out of, let's put it this way, cult, we will face a lot of emotions and fears in doing so. And even reading this Aquarian Gospel, as I have been doing now for a couple of months, and I'm loving it. Fear arises and makes me feel like, okay, you're going wrong, you're going wrong, remember the Bible. Remember what you're taught, the Bible. But here in a few minutes, I hope that I can give some peace to you when you, with me and others, face some of those fears as we venture out of our Christianity. And I'm not going to go real deep, but I learned this stuff while I was a student for 2.5 years in a major Christian college here in the United States. But I'm going to narrow it down to you in just a couple paragraphs. And I do believe this will help you as it's helped me. Of the 66 books in the Bible, they were all selected by the Catholic Church. In 1325 AD, Emperor Constantine invited every bishop in the church to gather in Nicaea and formally establish the Christian doctrine, which means it established that the only book or books that you look at were those that they chose, which were the 66. The goal was to unite the increasingly divided church with a set of beliefs its leaders, the bishops, the Roman Catholics, agreed on and would hold each other accountable to. We can say with some certainty that the first widespread edition of the Bible was assembled by Saint Jerome around AD 400. This manuscript included all 39 books of the Old Testament and the 27 books of the New Testament in the same language of Latin. Then we get to the Council of Carthage in AD 397. Determined the Christian New Testament canon, collection of books to be included in the Bible. But the Bible itself, they said, was written by over 40 men over a period of 1,500 years. From the time of Moses, around 14 BC, to John the Elder near the end of the 1st century. I want to stop right there. So here you have the Roman Church, the bishops, these different councils of the Roman Catholic Church coming together to agree upon one universal belief, doctrine, and then they assembled, which lined up with that doctrine, the books that you and I have been taught through white evangelical Christianity, called the Bible. And taught that anything that we read outside of that is of the enemy, including the Apocrypha. I was taught the Apocrypha had to be of Satan because God himself did not speak during those dark ages in between the New Testament and the Old Testament. But let me get to this point here. They admitted that the Bible itself was written by over 40 men for over 1,500 years, from Moses to John. And you and I know that the truth of each and every one of those individuals is that they were a Hebrew brother. They were one of your ancestors. But yet the book that's been given to you and to me to read, the Bible, was not put together by your ancestors, but was taken from your ancestors and then put together by your and my, or the enemy of the truth. We have to embrace that, family. And maybe it's easier now for me to embrace this truth because, like I say, I was sitting at the top of the totem pole, a white male that now had a degree from a major Christian university. The only greater thing I could do was go to graduate school in a major Christian university. But to realize that I've been duped, we've been duped, has caused me to now doubt everything and to look at everything and take the meat and spit out the bones. And that is what one love will always do. And if we chew on some bones and we find it's not right, we will spit them out, and we have no problem letting you know, because we're not here to prove somebody wrong just so that we can be right. The word says that we should fight for our brothers and our sisters so that none would be lost. Not kick them to the curb or degrade them. But one love will always be a place of refuge. And the work that we do will always be among those that the Most High Yah has commanded his people to serve. And so when I get to Atlanta in the next few weeks, One Love will begin to gather. But our gatherings aren't going to be just to gather and sing songs and worship and read the word and have a teaching, but to do what I really believe the Most High Yah has called us to do, and that is to be a blessing unto his children that are in need. Through our mentoring programs, through the various outreaches, which will be our gatherings. We will gather. We will not forsake the assembly of us getting together, but us getting together will always be to be a blessing to those that are in need. And so the word, and I want to end here, says this in 1 Corinthians 13. That love suffers long and is kind. Love does not envy. Love does not parade itself, is not puffed up, does not behave rudely, does not seek its own, is not provoked, thinks no evil, does not rejoice in iniquity, but rejoices in the truth, bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. For love will never fail. And so if the Most High Yah is going to condemn me one day, I pray that he will condemn me for loving too much. So family, this is your brother Dana coming to you from one of my last times, hopefully here in Chicago, before I make my move to Atlanta. Not that I will be disappearing, but this next chapter we will really be appearing to do the work that One Love and those of us involved in this movement have been called to do. And that is to reach out to those that were on the very heart of Yeshua HaMashiach and to follow his pattern. So shalom, family. I look forward to seeing you soon.